Well, the game, was pretty much a pitching duel until that ninth inning, and we just took advantage of a bunch of mistakes that Great Lakes made, and came out on top. It was pretty much what I expected coming from both teams. Coming off an all-star break like that, usually it takes a little bit for everybody to kind of get their rhythm and timing back. But fortunate for us, we were able to hold on and come out with the win that night.
Obviously, these guys, this is their first year here. Did they do anything special for you to congratulate you on 228?
Like, honestly, when we won the game and we shook hands, the 228 number didn't even resonate with me until Matt Williams, our pitching coach, kind of looked at me and said congrats. And even then, it took a little bit for it to kind of sink in. And then I looked over and Jonathan Matthews gave me a big hug, and guys were shaking my hands. And when we got into the locker room, they were congratulating me. They were yelling at me to give a speech, and I definitely wasn't going to do that. To me, it's cool to be recognized for that. But when I sit back and think about the number, it's not anywhere close to like me winning games, but more to the memories I had during those times, and the guys and the players that I've come in contact with, and had a very, very small part in helping them get to the big leagues. Like, that's when I sit back by myself and think about it, how cool it's been over these last 3.5 years to be able to contribute that way.
What was did Doug reach out, and what was his message to you?
Doug has not reached out yet. He's reached out to Mike Nutter. He's actually going to be in town, I think, tomorrow, with South Bend coming in. And hopefully I'll be able to catch up with him and be able to talk a little bit. But it means a lot because, one, he was my first manager when I entered the San Diego Padres organization, oddly here in Fort Wayne. So, the way the dots connect and everything like that is pretty cool. And just to know how long he's coached and managed in this game and the impact he's had on a bunch of big leaguers these days, it means a lot, and to be able to put myself in a category with him is very, very humbling, and it'll be nice to catch up to him when I see him.
Because you played for Doug, do your managerial styles are they similar? Did you take anything from his managerial style?
Yeah, like every single manager I've come in contact with or I've had to, I've played for, I probably have taken something from them. What I remember most about Doug was, the relentless effort to get us better every single day. I can remember in 2011, I believe, in AA, in San Antonio, Texas, where it is blistering hot and humid every single day. I felt like he never took a day off of doing team fundamentals and doing early work with us to get us better. And that team ended up winning the championship, and he's had many successful teams in his career, and it's a tribute to his hard work and his diligence, putting in the effort every single day to get us better. And I take that to heart, when I come to work every day with this staff I have and these players, is to put the effort forward to make these guys a little bit better every single day. Whether it's having one-on-one meetings, putting together a schedule and a practice plan that gets these guys motivated and ready to go every single night. That would be probably one of the biggest things that I've learned from him, is just being able to put the work in day out and not take a day off if I eventually want to get these guys to where they want to be in, which is the big leagues.
This second half, let's talk about the team. What does this team need to do well to make a run in the second half?
Yeah, like any other year, it's minimize the mistakes that we made in the first half. You hope that the ups and downs that went on are ironed out. These guys now have a full half season under their belt. They know what the regimen is every single day. They know what the travel is, so nothing is a surprise to them. The second half predominantly comes down to who's going to out-energize the opposing team. There's scouting reports out there now on both sides where we have information, they have information on us, and it's who's going to execute the most and not make the most mistakes. This last series in Great Lakes was a perfect example of that. Very hard-fought games, very close games, and it comes down to who's going to make the last mistake. And if we can minimize the damage, if we can go out there and out-energize the other team, it puts us in a good position to finish strong.
One guy that had a great first half is Xavier Edwards. What is the upward plan for him, and what does he need to do in the second half to make a jump?
You know, his consistency at the plate obviously is the first thing that everybody sees. You know, he has a knack for just getting hits. He has a knack for finding the barrel and getting on base and then using his speed as a weapon. He can play sound defense at either shortstop or second base. You know, and obviously a promotion would be great. That's the ultimate reason why I'm here and these kids are here, is to move up and get closer to the big leagues. But that stuff is out of my control. You know, all I can do is prepare those guys every single day. And in X's case, he has to just stay humble and committed to his approach and committed to getting better every single day. And when the Padres feel that it's the right time to move him up, then they'll move him up. You know, but until then, we're going to try to enhance his skills. He has early work tomorrow with Jonathan Matthews to keep working on his craft. And you know, whenever that time comes, he'll be ready.
For 228, did you celebrate with an extra scoop of ice cream, an extra scoop of ice cream? Was there anything back at the hotel you celebrated with?
Not that night. I think I might have had like a drumstick or something the next night. But
Really
yeah,
letting yourself go.
yeah, you know, I probably did some extra push-ups for that one. But no, I honestly don't think about it in terms of myself. You know, I didn't get into coaching to get 228 wins in Fort Wayne. You know, I got into it to make an impact on the next generation of players that are coming through here to get them to the big leagues. And, you know, I think that's what's helped me get to this spot, is to not think about myself and put all my efforts and energy towards these 25 men that are in that locker room to get better every single day. And I think as long as my mind is concentrated on them, you know, like these things like this happen, it's cool, I'm not going to lie, but ultimate goal is to get as many guys that I come in contact with to the big leagues.